Have you ever woken up one day or realized during your day that all of a sudden you've put on weight, you've put on kilos, you've put on centimeters, you're feeling it in your clothes, you're seeing it in the mirror, you're feeling it in yourself? My name is Jeremy Langlois. I run Body Velocity Boot Camp, and I've personally noticed that a lot, which is why I'm talking about it today. Where you realize one day, I've put on a certain amount of kilos, I've put on whatever amount of weight, and you then kind of go into a panic mode where you want to try and get back as quickly as possible, lose the weight as quickly as possible. And there are a few habits that people commonly do with that I want to talk to you about today. So I'm going to talk to you about how to stop the yo-yoing with weight, how to stop going up and down with weight, where you put it on, you lose a bit, and then you put it back on, lose a bit, you go up and down. I want to talk to you about how to stabilize weight loss, how to keep it off as a sustainable habit, and basically how to stop that big roller coaster of going up and down and yo-yoing with your weight. So before I get into it, if you want to check out any of our programs and services that our members get on to allow us to help them with their weight loss success, just check out bodyvelocitybootcamp.com, and we've got all our programs on there. So when I was a kid and a teenager, I struggled a fair bit with my weight, where I would be self-conscious about my body, and it'd be easy for me to put on weight and difficult to get it off. My metabolism is still the same, so if I don't watch what I eat, I can put on weight really quickly. So I've always got to be careful with it. But as a child and a teenager, especially as a teenager, I would yo-yo a lot with weight, because I would understand that I would realize that I had excess weight, and I would do certain habits that aren't good to get weight off quickly, and that would lead to going back up quickly as well. So it was a big yo-yo effect. So the first thing I did, which you may be doing as well, which I want to help you with, is when you realize that you've put on weight, you crash diet. So you cut out as much food as possible for the day. You eat as few, you eat the minimum calories possible for the day. And what tends to happen is you eat very little for breakfast, very little for lunch. When it comes to dinner time, then you are starving, and that's when you get back into those negative habits, and you stuff your face with food because of the big day with very little energy. So the first point that I want to share with you on how to stop yo-yoing is yes, you need to cut calories, you need to lower the amount of food you're consuming, but do it gently. So understand that you need energy in the first part of the day. You need energy for breakfast and for lunch to be able to function properly for the whole day. So make sure to eat those meals in a good quantity. Eat till you're no longer full, but never eat the bare minimum, okay? Make sure you're having a good amount of food for that breakfast and lunch period. That way when you get to dinner, you'll be able to have another small meal before going to bed, and that is beneficial for sustainable weight loss results. Another thing is with exercise, what tends to happen is you tend to smash into 3 hours of exercise a day, and you end up burning yourself out really quickly and getting sick of that routine after a week. One thing I want to tell you is to pick something that you enjoy and just stick with that, and just do 30 minutes per day. That's all you need. For me as a teenager, it was football. Just do football, and that's how I would get my exercise in. As a busy parent, you most likely don't have enough time to play football, which is why we've developed our service. That's why I've developed the Body Velocity service the way it is, 30 minutes, short, sharp, high intensity sessions to cater for those busy parents who want to get those sustainable results. So just pick something that you enjoy, pick something that gets your heart rate up and that works your muscles as well as your cardiovascular system, and just do that 30 minutes 4 times a week. That's all you need. Okay, don't overdo it. Don't do too much, because you'd burn yourself out if you did it that way. Just pick something you enjoy doing and do it sustainably through the week. So those are 2 points that I want to give you for yo-yoing. And another big thing is obviously mindset. When it happens, you're freaking out, you're panicking, you're like, you need to get this off as quickly as possible. Forget about that, because if it hasn't happened to you before, I know it has happened to me a lot. The weight just goes back on. Okay, when you crash diet, and when you're in that mindset of you want to lose it as quickly as possible, the weight comes back on always. I know it through personal experience. Maybe you know it through personal experience. But yeah, just look at it as okay, it's come on, but you've been you've been a certain way before, you know what it takes to get back down there. So don't panic, okay? You can do it as long as you put in the right habits. So I hope all that makes sense. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Again, if you want to check out our program and our service, go to bodyvelocitybootcamp.com and it's all on there. But if you have any questions or if you want to get in touch with me, just leave a comment down below or message through email or through the Facebook page or whichever way you wish. And yeah, I hope you found this information useful, and just take in those points, implement those points, and don't panic too much when that happens, because it's okay, you can get back down to that. Just implement those right habits. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to message me and I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.